Hey peeps, happy to have you here on my channel and welcome for your practice. My name is Toby and today we have a full length flow in front of us. So take your time with it. Have 45 to 60 minutes for this. Maybe try to eliminate all distractions. Maybe turn some music on, maybe have something to drink while doing this so you don't have to stop the video and you just can continue with your journey on the mats. We need nothing else than ourselves and the mats, and we start seated. So find a seat. Maybe start kneeling or in cross-legged seat, or use a block or a bolster, something to sit on. Straighten your spine. Close your eyes, settle inwards. Arrive here. As I said, this will be a full length practice. We will start slow with meditation, with breathing. We will warm up. We will have a bit more time to prepare the mind, the body for the practice, and then we will flow and end chilled. So take a moment of silence to arrive here. Whatever came up in this little moment of silence, accept it, don't think about it, and then let it go. Slowly find your breath, explore and watch your breath. Observe it. See where it comes from, which way it takes through the body, how it fills up your lungs, and then how it leaves your body, how it takes the same way back out of your nose. And whatever helps you to visualize or feel the breath a bit more, focus on that. Could be the lifting of the chest or the belly. Just like this little stream of air that you feel is coming out of your nose, and maybe you feel it on your upper lip. Just focus on that. Take a couple more rounds on your own pace, in your own rhythm. And then finish the last breath. Exhale, completely empty your lungs. Try to find the bottom of your breath. Inhale fully to the top in 3, 2, 1. Find a little pause. And then exhale completely for 3, 2, 1. And pause. We will build up the breath slowly. Inhale deeper for 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to inhale slower for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not just try to in and exhale deeper, also inhale and exhale slower. Inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale fully to the top. Deep inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale through the top. Sigh it out. Last one. Inhale fully. Exhale, sigh it out. Open your eyes slowly. Arrive in your space. Arrive in the moment. Inhale, arms up to the sky, wherever you are right now on your journey. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand comes to the outside of the right leg. Right fingertips land behind you. You find a little twist. Inhale, come back to the middle, arms up. Exhale, you twist to the left side. Right hand comes to the outside of your left leg. Left fingertips land behind you. Bring the gaze back. Inhale to the middle. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, middle. Exhale, left. Inhale, middle. Exhale, let the hands sink down over the sides. Find your hands behind your back. Build a big fist. The fist comes to your right hip like a holster. Try to bring it here. Try to find a spot that feels nice. And then slowly let the right ear sink down to your right shoulder. Elongate the left side of your neck and maybe draw some little circles or pictures or letters or something with your nose in the air. Or maybe you also find a spot that feels nice and you stay just there. Take a little moment. And then slowly come back to the middle with your head and the hands switch to your left hip. Find a place here. Place the hands, the fist there, and let the left ear drop to the left shoulder. Elongate the other side of your neck. Same here. Draw pictures, draw letters, or find a spot that feels nice. Really try to explore this space here for a moment, and if you feel like there's a spot that is particularly nice, so that feels better than the others, stay there if you want. Then slowly release the fist, bring the hands to the top of the mat. Let them land, come into your tabletop position. The hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. And then start to draw circles with your shoulders. It doesn't matter which direction, it doesn't matter which form or shape or size they have. Just try to explore what you have in store for you right now here. What feels right or feels good at the moment. We just want to get into movement. We want to warm up the fingers, the wrists, the hands, the forearms a bit. To carry some weight and to be safe and warmed up. Switch sides if you haven't yet. Grip the ground with the fingertips if you can. Come back to the middle. Place the hands so the wrists touch each other in the middle and the fingertips are pointing towards the long side of the mat. The arms are long, pull the shoulder blades apart and then lean left as much as you can. Lean right as much as you can. Probably a bit limited. And then lean left. Lean right. Lean left. Right. Left. Left and right. Come back to the middle. Turn the hands around so the back of the hand is facing the ground and the fingertips are pointing towards the knees. If it's super intense for you, bend the arms more, walk the knees in closer. If you can, try to bring all fingertips to the ground and straighten the arms more and just stay here. Stay here, breathe here, allow yourself to be here. Sit back to the heels, shake out the hands for a moment, and then pull the elbows in. The palms face up, the fingers are long and they stay long. Point the fingers down and then draw circles with your fingers, first to the outside and then up and to the inside. Pay attention that just your wrist is working here, just your wrist is moving. Your hand shouldn't turn in or out, because then you would use your elbows and your forearms. So be specific about it. Just do little circles, and if it feels right, do them bigger. And then switch direction. And then come back to the middle, shake out the hands, place the hands to the ground. Inhale, gaze up, cow pose. Stay here for a moment. Now we will try to roll up the spine, starting from the pelvis, the hip. So tuck the pelvis in, and then your lower back comes into play, your middle back and your upper back, and then your neck. And you come into cat pose. Same thing here. We want to roll down the spine from the pelvis, from the hip, to go into our cow pose. So we roll the pelvis up, or we arch it up. The lower back comes into play, the middle back comes into play, the upper back, and then the neck. Same thing here again, to get into our cat pose. Tuck the pelvis in, middle back, lower back, middle back, upper back, neck. Go through this a couple rounds in your own time. Always try to start from your pelvis, from your hips, and maybe you find a bit more fluidity in this. When you start out with this stuff, it's super hard to separate the spine in its segments and to really move it separately. But over time, you feel like there can be separate movements. There's a chance you can control it more. Last one. Land in your cow pose. Gaze up, pelvis up. And then tuck the toes into the ground. Push your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Arrive here. Pedal out the feet. Arrive in your down dog. Give yourself a little moment or some movements to get into your space. Whatever you need to is right. And then find your down dog. Your back is long, the hip is pushing up, the legs can be bent, the heels do not need to touch the ground. No, we're right. Come onto the toes a bit more, bend the knees a bit more, push the hip up and back. The arms are very, very long. And then straighten your legs, roll vertebra by vertebra to the top, find your plank pose. When you're in your plank, shoulders are over your wrists. Bring the gaze forward, pull the chest forward slightly. Knees sink down, push yourself back and up, downward facing dog. Same thing here, straighten your legs, roll forward. When you land in plank pose, gaze chest pulls forward. Knees sink down, push back and up. One more time, roll forward. Gaze chest forward, knees sink down, push back and up, downward facing dog. We roll forward one more time, roll, roll, roll. And then roll the feet to the right side, so the heels drop to the right side. You stack the feet if you want to, or have them in front of each other. And you come to side plank pose, pull the left arm up. Find your side plank. Stay here for a moment. Pull the left hip up to the sky. Stay with your breath. And bring the left hand down, push yourself back, downward facing dog. Slowly roll forward, heels drop over to the left side, right arm up, side plank on the other side. Same thing here, find your breath, pull the right hip up to the sky, roll the right shoulder back. Try to stay in a static pose. Feel the structure, Feel the stabilization of your muscles. Right hand down, push yourself back and up. Downward facing dog. Slowly roll forward. Find your side plank on the right hand. This time, we will move here. So bend the legs as much as you can. Your bum chases your heels. And then straighten your legs, roll forward again, find side plank. 2 more times like this, bend the legs, sit down or back to your heels and roll forward again. Last one, bend the legs, roll forward again, left hand lands, push back downward facing dog. Roll forward, side plank on the left hand, bend the legs, sit back to your heels, and then roll forward again. Sit back, bend the legs, roll forward. One more time. Sit back. Roll forward, right hand lands. Downward facing dog. We will build up onto this. So roll forward, side plank on the right hand. Bend the legs, sit down to your heels, roll forward. Careful now. Sit back to your heels. This time when you roll forward, pick up your left leg. Pull the left knee into your chest. Step forward to the top of the mat. Right knee drops down. Inhale, come up. Vinyasa, arms up, spine long, palms face each other. Stay here. Breathe here, be here. Fingertips to the ground. Push yourself back, Adha Hanumanasana, half split. The left leg is long, the left hip pulls back and the left heel pushes into the ground slightly. Try to have the spine long. Use blocks for your hands if you need to. Just 2 more breaths here. Roll forward, right hand lands. Left arm pulls forward and then describes a big circle to the sky and to the back. Your right foot pulls in. You reach for the outside of the foot if you can. If you can't manage to reach for or grab for the foot, try to reach for it. Stay here for a moment. Lean into it. Maybe you can push the right more forward and roll the left shoulder back a bit more. Let the right foot land. Straighten your right leg. Left hand comes forward and we walk to the long side of the mat. Feet are parallel. Right leg forward fold. Let yourself hang out for a moment here. Take a breather. Sink down into it. Straighten your legs. Lean your weight forward. Get loose in your lower back. Slowly walk your hands to the back of the mat, to your right foot, and sit down to your right heel, Skandasana. Use your hands as much as you need to adjust yourself here, to support yourself here. Maybe you wiggle into the pose, move around a bit, or you're just static and sink into the space you have right now here. Anyways, we will move forward now, slowly and carefully. The hands, the fingers will land far in front, and then we shift the upper body forward. The right leg lifts, the left leg stays bent. We are in crouching warrior with the hands supporting us on the ground. Gaze chest pulls forward again. Pull the right knee in slowly and carefully. Right foot lands beside the left foot. We sit down, bum lands. We find Navasana boat pose. Nice. Sink down low boat. Come up high boat. Low boat, high boat. Just 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull up. Cross the legs in front of you, roll forward, hands plant to the ground, step back, downward facing dog, and then roll forward into your plank pose. Sink down, full push up, Knees drop down to the ground. Shift your weight back to your heels, gaze forward, pull yourself forward and up, upward facing dog. Roll back, downward facing dog. Slowly roll forward into your plank pose. Come onto a side plank on your left hand. Right arm pulled up to the sky. Sit down to your heels as far as you can, and then roll forward again. Careful now, listen. Sit down to your heels. This time when you roll forward, pick up your right leg, pull your right knee into your chest. Right foot steps forward to the top of the mat. Left knee lands. Come up, Vinyasa. Find your space here. Arms up, palms face each other. Maybe turn the pinky in a bit. Push the left hip forward. Spine is long. Pull the ribs in again if you can. Slowly fingertips to the ground. Adha Hanumanasana. Straighten your right leg. Find a stretch in the backside of the right leg. Push the right heel into the ground. Pull the right hip back a bit. Find your breath. Feel it again. Observe it. Subconscious a bit. Slowly bring yourself forward. The left hand lands. The right arm pulls forward and describes a big circle to the sky and then to the back of the room. If you can, reach for the outside of the left foot, pull it in. As I said before, if you can't reach for the foot, just try to connect foot and hand energetically and reach for it. Stay here. Breathe here. Let go of the foot, let the foot land, straighten your leg. Both hands walk to the long side of the mat, feet are parallel, sink down, wide leg forward, fold. Chill into it. Hang out here. Slowly walk the hands to the back of the mat. Sit low to your left heel, Skandasana. Take your time. Wiggle into it. Adjust yourself. Help yourself with your hands. Let the left heel drop down to the floor. Point the right toes up. And then we slowly move forward. The right foot lands. The hands land at the top of the mat or even further forward. And you shift your weight, your chest forward, left leg lifts up, right leg is bent. Crouching warrior with the hands as support on the ground. Pull your left knee in. Left foot lands beside the right foot. Sit down to the ground. Find your boat pose, Savasana. 10 reps, up and down. Sink down and up, down and up. Just 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the legs, roll forward, hands land, step back, downward facing dog. Roll forward, plank pose. Full push-up with or without the knees. Knees drop. Shift your weight back to your heels. Pull yourself forward and up. Upward facing dog. Roll back. Downward facing dog. Same sequence. Same poses. Same sequence. Faster rhythm. A bit more dynamically. Roll forward. Find your plank pose. From here, shift into side plank on your right hand. Sit down to your heels. Roll forward again. Sit down to your heels, roll forward, pick your left leg up and step it forward. Right knee touches the ground, come up, Vinyasa. Fingertips to the ground. Adha Hanumanasana, straighten your left leg. Shift yourself forward, right hand lands, left arm pulls forward, describes a big circle. You reach for the right foot behind you. Let go of the foot, let it land, straighten both legs, wide leg forward fold for a very brief moment. Then sit back to your right heel Skandasana. Shift your weight forward, hands land at the top of the mat. Crouching warrior. Maybe you get rid of the hands and pull them to your heart and you find balance. Pull your right leg in, let it land, sit down to the ground. Navasana. And 10 more reps again. Sink down and up. Down and up. Just 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the legs, roll forward. Downward facing dog. Roll forward completely. Full push-up. Knees drop, shift back to the heels and then pull yourself forward and up. Upward facing dog, roll back. Downward facing dog. Other side. Roll forward, plank pose. Become side plank on your left hand. Bend the legs, sit down to your heels. Roll forward. Sit back. Roll forward, pick the right leg up, step it forward. You land, you come up. Anjaneyasana. Rise up. Hands to the ground, shift back. Adha Hanumanasana, straighten your right leg. Shift yourself forward, left hand lands. Right arm describes a big circle, reach for the left foot behind you. Maybe you can grab for it. Let it land, walk to the long side of the mat, wide leg forward, fold. And then sit back to your left heel, Skandasana, to the back of the room for a moment. Shift forward, crouching warrior with or without the hands at the top of the mat. Find balance. Pull the left knee in, left foot lands. Sit down. Find Navasana. This time we will hold. We will hold Adha Navasana low boat pose statically. So sink down, lower back pushes into the ground and we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull up. Cross the legs, roll forward and step back. Downward facing dog. Roll forward. Full push up. Knees drop, shift back, pull forward and up, upward facing dog. Roll back. Downward facing dog. Walk the hands back to your feet. Bend the legs, let yourself hang out. Maybe grab for the opposite elbows and let yourself hang out. Maybe just let the hands land on the ground or wherever they may land. Take a moment. Find your breath here. Find a bit of ease. Get looser again. Slowly roll up into a standing position. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Push the chest forward, roll the shoulders back. Glutes are engaged, so your bum is active. The upper legs turn out slightly because you activate them. Push the hip forward. The spine, the back stays long, legs are long. And then you lean forward. Find your halfway position where your legs and your back is long. Where you feel a slight intense stretch in your hamstrings. Lift up again. Push the hips forward, activate the glutes. And then lean forward again. Hips push back, crown of the head pulls forward. Come back up. One more time. Lean forward. Hold it. Go a bit deeper if you can. The spine is long. You don't want to round down, you want to stay long. And then round down. Let yourself hang out. Roll up again. Find a standing position. Choop. And then walk to the front of the mat. Feel the contact of the feet to the floor. Really push the big toes into the ground. And then focus the weight more onto your left foot and bring the right knee into your chest. Find balance on your left foot. From here, try to draw circles with your right heel, with your right knee. Whatever circle interests you, in all directions. Try to keep the balance. You can open the arms if this helps you. If you want some hip cars, so controlled articulation to the hip joint, go as high and as controlled to the movement. But it's not very necessary to do that here. We just want to explore our balance and the range of motion freely of our hip a bit. Alright, let the right foot land. Pull the left knee in. Find balance on the right foot. Find balance first here. Push the right big toe into the ground. Maybe the balance on the right foot feels different than on the left foot, which is totally normal. And then start drawing circles with your left knee. All directions, all forms, shapes, organizations here are allowed. Go wild for a moment. And then step it down. Find balance on your left foot again. Pull the right knee in. Straighten the right leg to the front. Let your right leg sink down and pull it up again. Behind you, sink forward. Warrior 3, I'm sorry. Find balance here. Careful now. Listen. Slowly roll the right hip up. Your left hand can come to the ground as a support, but does not really need to, just if you lose balance. We want to find Ardha Chandrasana, so the half moon, kinda. If you feel like, bring your left hand to the ground. And then roll the right hip down again. Find Warrior 3 again. One more time. Roll the right hip up. Hold it. Bend the left leg a bit more. Step your right foot back to the mat. Come up. Open the arms. Warrior 2. Push the left knee forward and a bit out for your Warrior 2. Relax your neck. Hold from your shoulder muscles, not from your neck. Let your hands sink down. Make a big fist again behind your back. Pull the arms down or the fist down, straighten the arms, pull the chest up, and then lean forward. You can rest the left shoulder on your left leg, or you dive deeper and bring the gaze, the face down as far as you can to the inside of your left leg. Push yourself up again, straighten the legs. Both arms up, the right hand reaches for the left wrist and you pull yourself back, straighten the left side of your upper body. Open your arms, lean forward, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Right arm reaches up, you roll the right shoulder back, pull the left hip back. Breathe here, be here. Bend the left leg slowly, the right hand lands to the ground. You roll over the outside of the right foot, side plank, or wild thing pose. The left foot lands behind you, you open up, you create space, you explore space. Pull your left knee in, step forward to the top of the mat. Pull your right knee in and we are where we started. Let the right foot land. Find center. Find breath. Shift the weight to the right foot. Pull your left knee in. Straighten the left leg to the front. Let the left leg sink down and pull it up behind you. Sink forward. Find warrior 3 for a moment. You can totally bend your right leg if this helps with your balance. Slowly roll the left hip up. Use your hand as a support system if you need to. If you don't, don't. Roll your left hip down again. Find warrior 3. And then roll it up again one more time. Half moon pose. Slowly bend your right leg. Let the left foot land behind you. Open the arms up. Warrior 2. Find your space here. Find strength. Find confidence in the pose. Slowly let the arms sink down. Find a fist behind your back. Pull the fist down. Chest forward, roll the shoulders back. And then dive forward. You can rest on your right leg. Or you can dive deeper. Take the space that interests you. Or that comforts you as well. Slowly rise up. Straighten the right leg. Arms up. Left hand grabs the right wrist. Lean back. Elongate your right side body. Let go of the arms. Right hand pulls forward. You dive down. Triangle pose. Left arm pulls up. Left shoulder rolls back. Stay here. Slowly bend your right leg, left hand lands to the ground. Roll over the outside of your left foot, side plank or wild thing pose. Your variation. Open up. Be explorer of the pose. Be confident about changing things. Try things out. See how other things in the pose feel, what you can change, if you can change. And then slowly pull your right knee in, step forward to the top of the mat. Slowly pull your left knee in, find balance at the top of the mat. Set the left foot down, find center, find breath. We have one more round, same sequence. Again, more dynamic, a faster pace, more in flow, less guidance from my side, more intuition, more trust, more confident in yourself. Let's go for it. Shift the weight onto your left foot, pull the right knee in, straighten your right leg forward, and then come into warrior 3. Roll the right hip up one time, and then roll it down again. Roll it up. Bend your left leg, step back. Find warrior 2. Open up. Hands build a fist behind your back. Dive down. Come up again. Arms up to the sky. Right hand grabs the left wrist. Lean back. Let go of the hands. Lean forward. Triangle pose. Bend the leg, right hand lands, your variation of wild thing. Step forward again. Pull your right knee in, find balance. Right foot lands, directly pull the left knee in, other side. Straighten your left leg, let it sink down, lean forward. Warrior 3, find balance. Roll the left hip up. Roll it down. Roll it up. Step back, warrior 2. Hands sink down, you build a fist, straighten the arms, dive down. Come up again. Reach arms up, left hand grabs the right wrist, lean back. Let go of the arms, lean forward, triangle pose directly. Pull the right hip back. Bend the right leg, left hand lands, wide thing pose. Open up. Move into space. And then pull your right knee in, step forward. Pull your left knee in, find balance at the top of the mat. And then set the left foot down. Find center. Center your hands in front of your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the connection between mind and body, body and mind. Feel your breath. Feel the presence in the moment. The breath is becoming longer again, more equal, softer. Slowly open your eyes. Step your feet a bit further apart from one another and sit down. Let your bum land. Roll onto your back. Last 2 active poses of this practice. 2 backbends. 2 active backbends. So you can go into bridge pose. You can go into wheel pose if you practice the wheel. Place your feet close to your bum so your fingertips can touch your heels. If you want to go into a wheel pose, place the hands beside your ears. Fingertips are pointing forward or a bit to the sides. And then get ready. Inhale. Exhale, be active. Push the hips up. Activate the glutes in both options. And be here. Hold it. Breathe here. Don't forget to breathe. Also in wheel pose. Breathe it through it. Just for another 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Sink down. Feel the arch in the spine. Keep it. Embrace it. Feel your heart pumping. Maybe a little bit of sweat tickling down your forehead. Feel that. We have 1 more active pose. Then we're done. Make a decision where you want to go. And then commit to it. Place your feet. Place your hands. Inhale. Exhale. Go for it. Hands and feet are active and wheel. And bridge the feet are active. Glutes are active in both poses. Push the hips up. Hold it for another 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Sink down. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees splay open to both sides. Left hand onto your heart, right hand onto your belly. Feel your heart beating. Feel your breath lifting your belly and let it sink down again. Feel the pace, the rhythm of both natural sensations. The breath slowly calms down, gets slower again, and so is your heart rate. Just feel connected, feel grounded. Pull your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side a couple times. Reach for the outside of your feet. Happy baby pose. You can just be static here. Okay, you can also rock from side to side. You can straighten your legs if you want to. Whatever you feel like is right for you in this moment. Sink deeper into it. Let go of the right foot, let the right leg land, pull the left knee into your chest. Bring your left knee over to the right side, straighten the left arm to the left side, and find your twist. Try to anchor your left shoulder to the ground and let the left knee sink closer to the ground over time. Slowly come back to the middle, switch sides, let the left leg land, pull the right knee in. Slowly roll to the other side. Right knee comes to the left side, right arm straightens to the right. Ground the right shoulder, let the right knee sink down to the ground. Come back to the middle slowly, straighten both legs up to the sky. Soles of the feet face up. Let the hands land, push them slightly into the ground. And bring the legs up over your head, find plow pose. The legs can be straight, the legs can be bent, whatever feels right for you. And the arms can also pull up to the feet. Just try to elongate the lower back. Build yourself a little fortress here where you can just be for yourself, where you can sink in and shut down slowly. Very slowly let your spine roll down back to the ground. Let the legs land, let the heels land. The feet drop open to both sides. The arms land wide open to both sides, palms facing up. Close your eyes if you haven't yet. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. One more time, deep inhale. Exhale out of your mouth, let it go. Then allow yourself to find rest, to find a moment of relaxation, to give your body the chance to recover, to give your mind the possibility to just shut down, to relax, to find ease, to find peace for a moment. With every exhale, it leaves your body, you sink deeper, you find more peace. and you find your Savasana. Let your breath slowly come back to you. Let it be more present. Slowly realize where you are. Feel the contact of the body to the ground, to the mat below you. Maybe hear sounds around you. So you come back to yourself. Your mind wakes up, your body wakes up, and maybe your body brings you back to the moment with little movements. Movements of the fingers, the toes, the hands, the wrists that expand over time. Wake you up if you want. Bring the arms over your head. Create length. Then if you want, pull the knees in. Roll to the right side. Create a little shape to the right side of your mat. And then slowly push yourself up. Find a seated posture. the tall spine. Eyes can stay closed. Center yourself. If it means something to you, bring the hands to your heart. Exhale completely. Inhale fully. Sigh it out. One more time, inhale. Sigh it out. Let it go and slowly bow in front of yourself. Find a moment of gratitude for yourself and for your practice. Bring your hands to third eye center. Take a moment to honor your practice. Thank you for your time. Thank you for practicing with me. Thank you. Peace. Namaste. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you found something in this longer format practice. Sometimes it's nice to dive into a longer practice and just immerse yourself fully into it. Forget everything that is around you, and I hope you feel good now. Let me know in the comments how you feel, how you like the longer format. Maybe it's something that is new to you. Maybe it's something you were missing here on this channel until now. So I would be happy to hear from you. I would be happy to see you back on the mat very soon again. I hope you have a restful or enjoyable day in front of you, and peace out. See you next time.